Wow. I got a little bit of a late start this morning. Overslept a bit. Was surprisingly more tired than I should have been or would have expected. Anyways, I did stay up a little bit later last night. I found my old computer, and so I've been transferring over all the files so that I can wipe it and either sell it or give it to recycling or something. So I was working on that. I was in front of the screen for quite a while last night. Anyways, got up about 6:45, I guess. Got dressed, got my bulletproof coffee here. Just gonna go straight to campus. Not gonna work out this morning due to that. I'm gonna meet Stuart this morning. We're gonna go give out flyers for Professor Graves' undergrad business planning competition. And then just got a couple classes today, and then hopefully get a bit of studying in there later this evening. Alright, I'm here on campus, walking next to Haslam and the student union. Anyways, I'm waiting on Stuart from CEO to come. We're about to hand out some flyers for Graves undergrad business planning competition. They're super awesome. I'll try and post a clip of what they look like. Carrie made them to look like dollar bills. They look fantastic. Anyways, we're about to do that. And so I'm trying to kill a little bit of time. I should be studying or something, but don't really feel like it. But something I was also thinking about earlier is I would listen to this Reply All podcast where they were set up this dial-in number, and then random people can just call and they can chat for a few minutes. Well, I had the idea of just setting that up for anybody to do. That way, you don't have to give your phone number, but you can call somebody through an app. Of course, there is already something like that, which I've tried to use in the past, Spare Men, and so I just went and downloaded it again. No offense, but it just doesn't seem very good. They put a lot of emphasis on recording and saving and stuff, but I couldn't change my username. And at first, when my original account, I couldn't even change my password. So I created a new account, which is working fine. So I'll try and use that probably, but I think it was the first one into the market, but there could be a better one made. So that's something to think about. Anyways, it could be cool. Obviously, there's a lot of potential for abuse, but I think if you could kind of just set up to allow people to call random people or call other people, sign up for or go to a category, what people want to talk about, and let them talk to others. They don't necessarily know or have to even know their phone number or whatever, and just get people to chat. Anyways, I think it could be pretty cool, but I don't know. It's a possibility. We met up with Stuart. We handed up some flyers for the Graves business planning competition. Of course, at first I was very nervous. Didn't want to get out there and talk to people and hand stuff out. Anyways, I did it, conquered it. I just started talking to people and handing them out. Of course, I probably came across very nervous, but I got over it. And then Stuart showed up. Got pretty excited. I got a little more enthused. I actually started, kind of yelling out, speaking loudly, attracting attention, which was pretty interesting, atypical for me. Anyways, got a bunch of them handed out. You would be surprised, or you wouldn't believe how many people you say, "Oh, do you want to compete for $20,000?" And they just say, "No." Anyways, apparently people don't want $20,000 as much as we thought. Anyways, then went to class. I was about 5 minutes late for class, but that's alright. I actually paid attention in class. This was the hardware class, so it should be alright. Working on the final project. Now I'm back over here at Haslam. I'm waiting on Carrie. I'm going to try and give her back these flyers because I have too many of them. Then I'll have some lunch and then head over to Senior Design. Insight and had a incorporate education and speaking. So if we could figure out a way to connect more people to have verbal discussions, one, people would be able to interact and form their ideas verbally, and then we'll also be able to get more discussion around stuff. So potential ideas are a app, kind of like Spearmint, to connect random people about different specific categories so they can have a discussion, and then incorporate that into education by allowing the students to form opinions and then express them verbally. So after my last one, I think I was on my way to senior design, or waiting for senior design. So then I went to class. We had a couple more presentations for the most recent progress report. Those were okay. Then I left, went to senior design, did some studying, started created a study guide for the 459 test that's on Friday. Then Scott and Vasu were in there working on a lab for another class. So I got a decent amount done. Then I started getting a little distracted. I was getting tired of that material. Anyway, so then I actually got a message from Devin Landers. So then called her, gave her a quick chat. She's actually moving to Ireland tomorrow. So big news there. I'll see her there soon enough, about 5 months. Anyways, then I was also able to ask her about the app, the phone call app that I've been thinking a lot about. That's really been one of my main contemplations today, is about if people really want to do phone chats, and do people really want to do phone calls and talk to random people on the phone, and if so, what's been the holdup with the Spearmint app, and why isn't it moving forward as much? So then I left, and it's about 5:30 now. I'm waiting until 6:30 to go to the SPA meeting, the Student Political Alliance meeting. They're talking about executive orders, so that could be interesting. Anyways, I just drove over here, and I had a good thought. So one of my major problems with always wanting to come up with something is I want it to be my own. But of course, if I followed the advice from Gary Vee, just patience, I'm much better at this point in my life to just get on with a business that's already open, right? Instead of trying to start a separate phone call app, why don't I just try and get on at Spearmint, since they've already got the infrastructure built, until I can try and see if it works really, get the market validation or not, and then also try and get my input. So that's really the next step of looking to see if I can start getting in touch with the founders and potentially become part of the group, which is pretty premature since I just had this idea today and don't really know if I want to continue with it. Anyways, yep, just time to wait, hang around until the meeting, and then I'll get back with you later. Alright, getting the update before I head on home. So after my last little clip, I walked to HSS, went to the second floor, I think, sat down. I'd actually started watching this video that I got from the Success Academy, the people I'm doing the Peter Diamandis course through. Anyways, they sent me this video. It was a little bit long, so I was hesitant on watching it, but I started it. Turned it on 1.5 speed, of course. And it was a lady named Mel Roberts, I think, or Mel Robbins. I'll get back to you on that. Anyways, it was very good. She wrote a book called The 5-Second Rule, about before you do anything rash, or before you make a lot of the decisions that you end up not being happy with, take a breather, do the old mother's advice of count to 10 before you say that or do that or whatever, anything. Anyways, hers is the 5-second rule. So then she was selling her book and giving away her free course at the end. So ended up buying that for Kindle. It was $10, and then I got a free course on using passion to move yourself forward. So pretty good deal. And then added it to my collection, of course. Anyways, did that, and then went to the SPA meeting, the Student Political Alliance. It turns out not many people showed up tonight, so there was a brief forum, I guess you say, by the Communications and Marketing Advisory Board, which is the student group who works with the Office of Communications and Marketing faculty and whatever. Anyways, that was okay. They were asking a bunch of questions of what the university is doing well, what the university could do better, and really I didn't have anything to say because since I live off campus and spend the majority of my time in Min-Cal, I almost forget that I go to UT. It's more appropriate to say that I go to Min-Cal. And even though I do go to Haslam sometimes or whatever, but yeah, I really had nothing to contribute because I pay very little attention to what happens here on campus, even though I spent probably the first 4 years trying to get more and more involved. But, well, I think I tried a lot. Nothing happened or nothing worked. And so now I just do my own thing. Anyways, I'm walking in my car now. I don't know what a lot of these idiot cars are doing, but I'm about to go home, get a bite to eat, and then off to bed. That way I can wake up this morning. This damn smart car is trying to turn around right here in the middle of the road. Anyways, so they had the thing, but then sorry, I missed the part about the SPA meeting. Since I was the only actual non-exec member there, they decided to just postpone it. So I headed home a little bit earlier than I expected, which is not a bad thing. All right, I'm out of here.